Tonight. How's everybody doing, y'all? Uh-oh. We got a little bit of drama. Let's see. They did the official weigh-in. We'll get to all of that, man. Tonight. How's everybody doing, man? Happy Friday, man. Happy Friday. This is my setup. Damn, I can't even see if any of y'all are in here. Hold on, man. I don't really like. All right, one person is in here, right? Smash the like button, man. We gotta run the likes up over here, man. Run the likes up, man. This is the Ice Road Trucker Views. Run the likes up, man. Run the likes up. Get those likes up. Right? We gotta get those likes up, man. Tonight. Right? Let's get those likes up, man. If you're gonna come in here, don't be moonlighting. Hit the like button. It's free. Oh, I see Frank Smart's already commented. That's what's up, Frankie. Frankie Smart's already commented, man. Shout out to Frank Smart. See, Frank Smart's is official. Frank Smart's is official, huh? Frank Smart's is official. He has commented. Frank Smart's commented. Frank Smart's commented, man. Come on up in here and comment, y'all. Tonight. Tonight. I'm on my way. Y'all can't even see if any of y'all are up in here, man. This one is one. I got one viewer. Right, I'll just keep doing it like that. That way I know. Oh, that way I know. If I see you in here, I know. Right. All right, we're gonna get started over here. I might have to adjust that, man, because I don't know, for whatever reason, it's kind of tricky. It's being tricky over there. Like, it's not showing me who's actually watching. So I gotta keep adjusting it, man. But run the lights up over there, y'all. Run the lights up. Get the lights going. Likes are free. Get the lights going. Get the lights going. All right, so good afternoon. How you doing? As you can see, we are live and direct in studio. Yes, this is a special edition Motion Talk. In all likelihood, I'm definitely going to be coming back on this afternoon to do a live weigh-in reaction, right? even though they already had the weigh-in. The weigh-in is open to the public too today. So hopefully some of you you sit around. That's what I call you guys. The guys that sit online and gather up, click up, and talk boxing for. This seems like a work shift. Because sometimes I'll be at work. Like today, I'm not at work. So hopefully they put this out in the algorithm, right? Um, but Daniel, hit the like button, man. You didn't hit the like. Hit the like button over here, man. Hit the likes. Let's get that going. Hit the likes. Don't be in here moonlighting, man. It's easy. It's free. Hit the likes, right? Um, but yeah, so normally I'm in my truck or I'm in equipment, right? I started the Ice Road Trucker series, and that was doing very well. It was exposing the fact. Oh, I got somebody here. Come on in. Listen, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
All right. I have a guest. You want to talk about domestic violence, right?
Yes, it's a serious thing in life. Yes, it's very serious.
Okay. What do you want to discuss? Go ahead. You have the floor, and I will just feed off of your energy.
I just want to discuss with women, like, if you're in a domestic violent relationship, the best thing is to get out of it. Don't hide it. Protect the person. Get out of it right away. I see too many women dying from domestic
Mm.
violence. Not only women, though. It could be men, too, in domestic violence situations, not just women.
Oh, okay. So you would recommend getting help, seeking help, professional help, just help, right?
Yes, right away. Yes, of course.
Yeah. Now let me ask,
Like some
let
women,
me
some
ask
women try.
let me
Go
ask you
ahead.
this. Let me ask you this. Um, I know a lot of times the men always get accused of being the aggressive. A lot of times women could be the aggressive too. What's your stance on that?
Of course, yes. Domestic violence is not only, I feel like, not physical. It can be verbal too.
Mm.
Like a lot of women can be very, harsh with their mouths and verbally abusing guys. It doesn't have to
Mm.
be physically abused all the time.
Okay.
That can bring someone down too. That can bring, very toxic, relationships. And I feel like women are not the only one that has domestic. Men are too. Men are just as right as women too. If they're in domestic violence relationship, abusive relationships, get out too, man.
Mm.
Toxic relationships, get out.
Yes, yes. Now let me ask you this. Tank Davis, the fighter, he just recently went to court on some
Domestic
domestic.
violence.
Yes, do you want to touch on that real quick? Being that this is a boxing platform, I don't know if you're too familiar with that.
I'm
Um,
not too familiar with his situation,
yeah.
but I read some things about it with him being in a domestic,
Well,
domestic
he
violence
has a
situation.
history. I don't know if you're familiar with that. He has a history of
No, I'm
being an
not
Ike
familiar.
Turner, whooping a lot. Yeah, and I say this respectfully. He loves to whoop his trick, whoop that trick, whoop that trick, right?
Yes. And a lot of women are probably allowing him to do that because he has money. And
Mm,
as women, you have to step out of that before, someone seriously get hurt. I don't know his situation, so I
mm,
can't really talk upon it because I
yes,
didn't know that. And I only read up on this situation with him one time on a run for domestic violence, but I don't
yes.
know his situation, so I have to read up on it. But just get out. It's not cool. I don't care if he
Mm.
has money. I don't care what it is. Just get out of situations like that.
Okay, so you think that because he has money, the worlds they let him whoop on them. Now, let me ask you this because with this case right here, his judge is arguing that this particular female is attempting to extort him, like the bodega. She's trying to extort and take advantage of him.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know his situation, but what I read about him being in domestic or hitting women, I've advised the woman to get out. I don't know. It could be that situation. He could be extorting because he has money. It
Mm,
could be a situation like that.
yes. So what do you think about that though? I want to get a woman's perspective. Do you think women do that? Do they target these rich, wealthy athletes or men with money and do these false accusations saying that they were beaten on and try to get money that way?
Yeah, some women do. Some women do. Not
Mm,
all women though. Not all women are like that. Some women are like that.
yes.
Specifically me, I'm not like that. But I'm just saying, other women could be like that. You know, extort men. Men should stay away from women like that, though. If you feel that situation, or you stay away from women like that, they love women like that, so they're gonna
Mm,
get in situations like that.
okay. Let me ask you this, right? For men, do you think it is if a woman, because a lot of times, right, a female, and I don't want to throw no particular people under the bus, but a woman would put their hands on a man. What do you think a man should do? Do you think a man should get her locked up? Because if he hits her back, or she spits on him, or does something like that, what should a man do? Right? Because now she assaulted him, whether she spit on him, slapped him, or put her hands on him. What should he do? Should he get her locked up for assault?
I don't think he should really go to getting her locked up right away. I mean, if it continues to happen, hell yeah, he should. Yes, he definitely should because she would. You know, if she
Yeah.
would. But I don't specifically say locked up. I think he should walk away from the situation as a man. We always think that men are supposed to always be strong and walk away from situations and stuff like that. You know, I feel like he should walk away the first time, and if it
Yes.
continues happening, then yes, I think he should pursue the legal rights. Yes,
Mm.
pursue his legal rights. Yes.
Okay, okay. Because sometimes they look at it like, oh, why did you go to the authorities, right? And I know a guy.
Yeah. Well, me.
I know a guy. I'm not gonna say who he is, but he has an order of protection against a female.
And
He,
and that's not he's not pussy, or he's not less than a man because of that. No,
mm,
he's not. He's just doing it the right way because maybe this female is pushing him to do it that way. You know what I mean? Maybe she's being aggressive. She's bothering this man. Maybe he can't go on with his life. Maybe he needs that water protection. She's probably bothering him. There's
yeah,
women out there like that.
yeah, yeah. Because domestic is real, you know.
Yeah, it's very real. It's very real. It's a real thing. Mental, physical, it's a real thing. And a
Yes.
lot of women and a lot of guys are going through it. Not just women. A lot of guys are going through
It
it.
could, it could, it could lead to
But
it could lead to depression and mental breakdown and
yes,
drug abuse, alcohol abuse, all these things.
yes,
It could
yes,
trigger a lot of different things.
yes, it could.
It,
It definitely could. But I have to go now because my car's ready.
oh, well, listen, don't let me hold you up. Thank you for coming on and doing the domestic thing because this kind of ties into me going into Tank Davis. But I appreciate your time.
Yes,
Just give me a
yes,
shout out real quick. This is the Source Experience, Motion Talk, Shaw News Boxing LLC, please.
yes. Shy News Boxing. We got options.
That's right. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Bye.
Yes, that we started off with a little domestic situation. Want to thank her for tapping in with that, right? Uh, no, my jewelry is not fake, brother. This is diamond cut right here, princess cut, diamond cut right here. This is white gold. No, jewelry is not fake. I don't wear fake jewelry. This is white and yellow gold. I rock silver, sapphires, nothing fake, brother. But thank you for trolling. Moderators, please get rid of this guy. He's annoying. He's a jealous square. Hit the like button, though, man. Hit the like button. But yeah, we're gonna get to the Tank Davis situation. We're gonna start off with that. Thank you for the young lady for tapping in and giving her assessment on domestic violence because it kind of ties in. Tank Davis right now has a domestic violence charge, pretty much kidnapping, assault, and all of that. He is out on bond. I have a video that I want to play. Hit the like button. Come on up in here, smash the likes. Thank you, Master Rank, for getting rid of that troll. I appreciate you. Run the likes up on both channels, both sides, the behind the source views over here, or, the StreamYard. But let's get over here to Tank Davis, right? You do have options, like the young lady said. We have options. We are growing, glowing, and going. And like I said, I'll be back on at 3 p.m. I want to do the I'm gonna do one of these for the live looking. You're my hero, Master Rank. You support the channel. A lot of people don't support the channel. They were jealous in the bushes. One thing I can honestly say about you, Master Rank, you were never in the bushes. You always come through with positive energy. You comment. You help the channel to grow. Whereas a lot of others, they sit around for hours and hours. They've been jealous. Just nasty individuals. But you actually help the channel to grow, right? So I want to thank you for that, man. You are a stand-up, honorable dude. Smash the like button, everybody. Come on up in here. I know you're used to seeing me in the Ice Road Trucker. We do that as well, man. We multitask over here. Right now, we are doing the Shaw News Motion Talk podcast. This is the podcast right now. And I feel like me podcasting and streaming, I'm really separating myself from a lot of you guys, and the reason that is because, like I said, leaders stand alone. Losers follow a lot. Here it is right here. I want to play this. This is Tank Davis being released from custody, right? Thank you for sharing all the time too, Master, right? This is Tank Davis being released, right? Can we see this? Everybody can see this. Yes, excellent, right? Let's go over here and play this. This is courtesy of local Miami news. I believe this is WPLG Local 10. Right? WPLG Local 10. Here it is right here. Look at him coming out. He's embarrassed. Right? He was embarrassed.
Yeah, Louis, there was a mix-up about which gate Gervonta Davis was supposed to be walking out of today, to the point that his ride wasn't readily available for him. So
there was a mix-up. You heard that? So apparently he was trying to hide. You see? He's embarrassed, right? Because he was on the run. Even though a lot of his fans don't want to acknowledge that because like they're idol worshippers. But some of these guys that sit online are idol worshippers, I'm not saying this respectfully. I wish that would have been your mother, your sister, right? Your auntie that he did that to. See if you would have had that same energy for these alleged charges. But so there was a mix-up as to where he was going to be released, right? Paint the picture right here. He was embarrassed. He did not want the cameras to catch him, but they caught him.
Spent some time hiding in the
hiding
from our
He's
cameras.
been hiding from the law, hiding from everything.
Uses an umbrella to hide from the cameras.
There was no special escort this time.
No special escort this time. You heard that?
AKA Tank. Do you want to say anything?
Where's Al? Where are the representatives?
On a $16,000 bond.
$16,000 bond. So that was correct.
County jail, charged with kidnapping, attempted false imprisonment, and battery.
You were also ordered to stay away from the Tootsie's Cabaret
The
establishment.
Tootsie's Cavalry. Now, see, this goes with the young lady and I were just discussing domestic violence. See, stay away, stay out the way, man. This blows way out of proportion. What blows way out of proportion? But yeah, see, this time around, there was no big fan fray. He had an umbrella trying to hide. At least they had a car out there waiting for him, right? But this is what we will call a repeat offender. And I think they're going to touch on that a little bit. And then I'm going to break that down some more. But I have to stop and go, right? Stop and go.
Wednesday night in Miami's Design District, just 2 weeks after the Miami Gardens Police Department issued an arrest warrant for the famous boxer. Police say he attacked a woman he used to have an intimate relationship with at a Miami strip club where the woman also worked.
The victim reported that Mr. Davis grabbed her by her back of her head, pulling her by her hair with one hand and by her throat with the other.
Davis has a history of domestic violence related charges. In 2020, he was seen grabbing his then girlfriend by the throat at a basketball game. 2022, Local 10 was there when he bonded out of a Broward County jail for allegedly grabbing his girlfriend in the face. And then last year, we were there again to see him leave the Miami-Dade County jail after he allegedly hit the mother.
Damn. See, this is a repeat. This is a behavior, right? Is that the word I should use? This is a behavior. He wasn't hiding. His lawyer knew where he was. He was talking. Yo, how do you know all of this? See, you are a idol worshiping fan, right? Look what you just said, right? You said he wasn't hiding. His lawyer knew where he was. He was talking to the DA. That's why they stopped looking the last few days. Did they? Was he talking to the DA? If that's the case, why did he get locked up and have to see the judge, right? He had to see the judge, man. He had to see the judge. He had to see the judge. Look, everybody's blowing me up right now. Hold on. Let's see what this is about. Yes.
Yeah, they're talking about there's another nail in the other tire.
Oh, man.
Yeah, she's saying she's trying to say it's gonna need another tire.
Nah, well, make it go back to the spot that you want to,
Okay.
and have them fix everything because they owe you.
All right.
Yeah, go there now because at least you got that on there. All right. See, you know me. I do a lot, y'all. I do a lot. But yeah, back to your comment, right? If that was the case, see, you come off to me. I don't really know you. This is your first time over here. Tactical. You come off as an idol worshiping. You're getting your information from wherever. If that was the case, right? Why did he have to see the judge? Look, what you just said, right? The DA. If the DA and him was working out a deal, the DA would have told the judge this. Right? This is how court is done. They would have met out on the golf course or the cigar lounge, and they would have discussed all this. Right? They would have discussed all of this. They would have said, yeah, yes, he's charged with this, but I've been in communications with him, da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't believe none of that, what you're saying. I just believe you are an idol worshiper of Tank Davis, brother or sister, whoever you are, Tactical. Because if that was the case, if his lawyer knew where he was at and he wasn't hiding, the police would have never picked him up. He would have got turned in with his lawyer. He would have turned himself in. He's $1 million high-profile celebrity, the face of boxing fighter. But yeah, he was apprehended riding around or whatever he was doing. But, thank you for your comment, man. Tom, what's going on, good brother? You see it. We switching it up, man. I'm not covering none of the fights this week because my company was not paid. We get paid to play over here. But shout out to everybody that is out there. I believe the weigh-ins are open to the public. I am not going, but I did do something big this week in regards to boxing. Shout out to my OG, my cousin. He came through and mentored the kids, worked with Amani. It's documented. His fighter is on the card, sold out card. Tomorrow night is sold out. I know a lot of people that would sit around for hours upon hours and talk boxing were mentioning the fact that the tickets wasn't selling. Well, now all the tickets are sold out. So you could probably say that Ring and Turkey and Jay Prince and Eddie Hearns, all these guys bought up all the tickets. But it's sold out. So if you don't have a ticket, you probably won't be going because you can't buy a ticket now, right? But it is what it is, right? But shout out to my man Tom in the building. He said, stop it. He was at his mom's house. Okay. He was at his mom. He said I didn't get credentials. But Tom, that never stops you. You're like me. You're not a credential type of guy. I cover these events. I look. I started getting credentials. I'll give a little bit of my backstory, right? I never got credentials, but you wouldn't know that how I carried it. I didn't really start getting credentials to um, they was informed that I was the reason that Jahad Tucker got signed, right? Because they used to always deny me credentials. Still, y'all have no idea how connected I am, who I am, the things I really do. Because you base who I am off of my character on the internet. But once they found out that, you see, but I don't even care about really like that no more. Because I flex on the game now. I had one of the top boxing coaches, Hall of Famer, multiple champion, IBF, WBC, at the gym, working with Amani. So that's the flex on me for boxing, and the boxing fans that sit online and try to copy or compete or don't acknowledge me. It's like you niggas are clowns to me now. That's how I laugh. 'Cause I'm like, you niggas don't do nothing for the sport, but you sit online and talk about it every day, and then try to downplay people that actually do things for the sport better than that. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Are you podcast still?
Yeah, but they can't hear you. What's up?
Nothing. I was saying that this is all because wear and tear. She said.
Yeah.
Going back and forth.
Well, you got to get new tires.
Tired.
I know.
She did. She said it's 340 for 3 more.
Nah, fuck that. Nah. Well, I'm not doing that. That's crazy.
I'm not doing that.
I know. Yeah.
I told her I'll do it another time.
Nah, go back to the place where you was at.
Yeah, but still, they're just gonna give me one unit.
Well, no, you got the one that we paid for, and then go back to the spot.
Yeah, I am, and they're gonna give me one used one. I'm trying to tell you, okay, that's the one now. If they give me one, they're gonna give me one used one for the other thing. Cause she
Yeah.
told me
Well.
the bill was in there.
Okay. Yeah.
Because of me going down to Long Island.
Okay, we'll discuss that later. But when you get over there, you give me a call because I want to talk to the people over there.
Fine.
All right. See, this is the life of an advisor right here, right? I'm Al Heyman, right? Call Al, call Sha. Sorry about that, man. Right? Sorry, I had to, multitask, man. It's just not Ice Road Truck and hit the like button, right? But like I was saying about Buddy, came to the gym, shut it down, and I can't wait to see his fight tomorrow, man. We talked about that, like. Well, I seen him. Look, I think he might have seen the interview and what I said about him, knowing the importance of fighting at the world's most famous arena. Because this is a guy from the Middle East, Saudi, and now he's going to be like a superhero, especially if he's successful tomorrow and winning that fight. A lot of greats have fought in Madison Square Garden, but we'll get into all of that when I do the live looking at the weigh-ins. They already made weight. All the guys made weight. We'll cover that at 3 p.m. I'm gonna come back on. I won't be here, but I'll do another reaction at 3 p.m. This is more about Tank Davis and his domestic because I started the show off with the domestic, and this is a repeat behavior for this guy. When you have people like Tactic who are idol worshiping fans of his, they don't want to recognize it. That's why I said all these guys that come on here and want to defend this or sweep it underneath the rug, that needed to be your mother. I say that respectfully. That needed to be your sister. Some of y'all, it might even need to be your significant other, maybe your wife, that he did that to. And I would have wanted to see your stance on that. But yeah, Tank was hiding as he's been, right? He hid from the cameras when he was, let out of jail, right? After seeing the judge.
Of his child in the back of the head. The current victim's attorney, Richard Wolf, tells Local 10 there's video evidence from the Gentlemen's Club that will corroborate his client's claims. He says they're seeking punitive damages in this civil case and adds, given his extreme violence towards women, the court will be receptive of the punitive damages. Do you want to say anything?
Nah, he didn't want to say nothing.
Wolf, how much money is his client asking?
I think it is. Everybody's talking about that he's being extorted. Yeah, of course, she's going to go after the money. But if he probably would have paid her, he probably would have never been facing these criminal charges. Right? He would have never been facing these criminal charges. Because a lot of times, right, depending on the state too, but if you pay somebody, like what Diddy was attempting to do with Cassidy, but then the feds picked that up. I don't think the feds would have did Javante like that. What do y'all think, man? Put it in the comment section. Smash the like button, man. We got 7 likes over here. We need more likes, man. We're working, man. Look, we're giving you the motion. See how we do? We're giving you the motion. 7 likes. We should have had more likes over here. We should have been at 10 likes, man. He said, my mother and father are first cousins. Oh, man, you are the hills have eyes, Tyrone Perry. Tyrone Perry, are you from West Virginia in the hills over there, in the Appalachian Mountains? Tyrone is in the background over here. Tyrone said that his mother and cousin, mother and father are first cousins, which is crazy. You know, he said I'm from old Virginia. I figured it. That's why I asked you. You're from the Appalachian Mountains up there. That goes on up there. That ain't nothing new. You know? Shout out to Dave Chappelle. Remember Dave Chappelle? He did the skit where he was like, Casper, nobody's sleeping with my sister but me. That's where you're from. Nobody's going to sleep with your sister but you, man. I get it, man. But salute to you, Tyrone Perry. Never seen you over here before, but, you know, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. But yeah, so Tank Davis out on bond. You know, I'm glad he faced justice at least, man. Because this to me was bad. I was like, yo, this guy's a millionaire, man. Why is he running? Like, come on, bro. You running from these charges, it makes you look bad, man. It makes you look weak, bro. Like, yeah, you call Al. Where's Al? Look, like how that my client just called me. Call Al, man. Call Al. Like, well, what's up with you, fella? Call somebody. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters, man. You gotta call people, man. Any other time these guys will call out, man. Any other time these guys will call out, right? Call Al now, man. Al didn't look out for you. And look, I was watching something sticking with Al, right? And this is, and hopefully my brother Gumbo's in here, right? You got all these guys. They're talking about Zufov and all that. I call this the Big Z, right? I can speak on this now, right? But I'm not going to speak on the particular fighters and the particulars, right? All these YouTube people, boxing people in particular, they have zero to little, no experience or credibility in nothing other than sitting online, organizing live streams, wanting to be around fans like themselves, that they're comfortable giving their opinions. When you ask them their expertise on things, they can't give you a resume or nothing. Now, I personally know that can't give out the fighters information, but I know a couple fighters who have been offered contracts from this new Cesaro, we're gonna say, right? 6-figure contracts. Well, they will be making 6 figures with guaranteed fights. I say that to say this. You watch these guys that sit online, and these guys are fans with advice and fans with channels, fans that do all these things. But like I said, they can't tell you anything that they have done in boxing, to help boxing, or doing boxing. But now they're talking about a new promotional outfit, the Z, we'll call them, and they have all of this advice. I watched Fanon today. The guy was over there. I was in the chat, and I said to the guy, I said, yo, you're over here talking about all this back end shit that Al Heyman was doing. Do you know that all was smoke and mirrors? Deontay Wilder exposed that. Adrian Broner, right? All that back end money was smoke and mirrors, man, for years. For years. That's why the PBC is where it's at. Where the back end money dried up. Why would the back end money dry up, right? If these guys were always these big stars doing these big numbers, what happened? Especially when you have the fan base that's still speaking on that. D Young, what's going on, player? How you feeling? How you feeling, homie? How are you feeling, man? You still got a lot of snow up there in the queues, right? Look, we rocking and rolling, man. I do this now. I step my game up, smash the like button over there, smash the like button over here, man. Multiple streams. There we go. We should have been over 10 likes. We should have been over 10 likes over here, y'all. Now, like I said, if I was in heavy equipment, if I was out there plowing the snow, I probably would have had 80 likes, man. Y'all would have been trolling me. Y'all would have been telling me I look like Beetlejuice. Y'all would have been real obnoxious, right? But now that I'm in my professional setting and I'm giving you the business, yes, the business, you don't even want to hit the like button. You know why you don't want to hit the like button? Like I said, I am an eagle. I fly high. I don't need a whole bunch of people around me to validate me, right? I don't need to argue with people that I know. And not even like shout out to my guy, my mentor, John Hope Bryant. I don't need to argue with people that I know not on in my bracket. They're not in my lane. They're not doing the things that I do. So why would I even argue with you? Because the saying is true. Somebody from a distance can't tell the difference between a fool. And I'm not a fool. I'm cool. I'm somebody that's doing what I do. Stay Smith, what's going on, man? Hit that like button, man. Let's get the lights up over here. Nah, I'm not going to the fights, man. I'm not being paid, man. Yo, D Young, I get paid to do boxing, man. I'm not being paid. If you notice, D Young, I didn't go to none of the events. That's why I'm staying out the way. I want all the guys that thought they do what I do to do what they do, man. Go out there, market, promote, sell some tickets. Do what you do, man. Use your platform to do what you do. I did what I did this week, man. I accomplished what I needed to accomplish. One of my young fighters made a serious connection. And I documented it for y'all, man. He made a serious connection right before y'all faces. A lot of y'all probably didn't even hit the like button for, but it didn't matter because the connection is made now, right? How many fighters that you work with, right? Pay attention to this gem I'm giving you, man. How many fighters, amateur fighters, this is a young amateur fighter that I did this for and showed it, documented, had a session, and he got a little bit more going on, but we're not going to get into all that. But what you did see was a session with a Hall of Fame coach who's fighting tomorrow night, this fighter, and then he's got another fighter fighting February 21st. And shout out to you, Frank Martin. Frank Martin, I am going to do my job, my due diligence to promote that fight for you and continue to market you because you're on your way, Frank Martin. I see a world title coming real soon, goes Frank Martin, man. Especially if he's successful on that February 21st Ryan Garcia card. He's on that card. Shout out to the Ghost, Frank Martin. Smash the like button over here. We should be able to 10 likes. Oh, my God. Hello. Yes. No, talk. You can talk. They don't. Well, I don't know. I just started, so I'm on this for like an hour or two. But what? All right. Man, see, busy man. I'm trying to, kill two birds with one stone. He is in a tough fight. You think Frank Martin is? I think Frank Martin is gonna step on Narell. I like him. I like Albright. I know his shout out to Rodney, R&R Promotions. I know his promoters, good peoples down there in Philadelphia. But I just think right now, Frank Martin, and y'all gonna say I'm biased because of Buddy McGirt, but I think Frank Martin is hot right now. His confidence is up. And the technique that he is getting from Buddy McGirt, a southpaw like himself, he's getting the magic, man. I don't want to give out the goods over here, man, because game is to be sold and not told. But Frank Martin, I'm telling you, Frank Martin is going to cook him. And I like Narell Albright. I like him. I like his team. But Frank Martin right now got the sauce. He got the magic, man. What you seen him do against an Aqua fighter in Bartholomew, right? Frank Martin is just now starting to tap in to what he can really do. Because like I told you, and I stand on this, Derrick James is an overrated idiot. I will tell him to his face because unlike the other guy, I'm not scared of Derrick James. Derrick James to me is a coward. I've been on record calling him out. And shout out to Bomac. I'm glad Bomac and them exposed him. They exposed him. He's a snake and a coward. I would tell him that to his face. That's why I shout out to cousin Bud. I was glad when Bud ran down on him and was like, yo, what's up? Right? Put him under pressure because he's a coward, man. One thing about me, I could smell a coward. I'm a coward, they could bully other people. They can't bully me. He's a coward, man. A coward with a little bit of power that hides behind it. You see, when rest in peace to what's the name, you know, his Earl Spencer's uncles in them, they used to have him under pressure. He didn't want them around because their aura. He's a coward. You see how, shout out to my guy, Kenny Porter did him in LA. Right? When a real man confronts him about coward shit that he does, what does he do? He turns into what he is, a coward. Kenny Porter would have whooped him out, man, in LA. Remember the Porter Spence fight? Kenny Porter was ready to get at him. What did he do? He made a scene, man. How's the content looking, y'all? How's the content looking, man? Yes, it is going to be a good fight. It'll be a great fight. Like I said, I like Narrell Albright, man. He's a super cool dude. I remember when Jihad sparred him many years ago. I know all these guys, man. See, like a lot of y'all come on here and sleep on who I really am in this boxing, right? But I remember Jihad sparring him many years ago when we were like, I think Jihad might have been maybe 4, 5-0. I was like, yeah, this kid is tough. Yeah. You know, we used to go to Philly and get a lot of work. A lot of good quality work, man. That's when I met Rodney, right? Rodney's a promoter. Good peoples down there, man. Good peoples, man. He said, man, yo, could somebody get this guy out of here? Get the trolls out of here. When the trolls come over here with the troll energy, we don't even feed into that no more. We're professional. We're running circles around. You see how I just deleted him out of there? Smash the like button, donate to the channel, drop the gifts. We just throw the trolls up out of here, right? But let's move on now. We're gonna keep it boxing, right? I got multiple streams going, Tom. You see? Multiple streams going. Can you see? Look, we get it popping over here now, man. We are the independent kings of this, man. UGK, man. These guys overlooked us, man. We do it big over here, man. They had no clue who I was, man. Like I said, I'm not a crow. I don't. Once dudes show me they have crow tendencies, they have crow networking skills. I get out the way. I do me, man. I do me. I'm like my plow machine. I make my lane. Yeah. That's all I do. I make my own lane, man. That's why all these guys thought that they was linking up, jumping in the way, competing against me. No, I walk my own path. You can't walk my path because if you get in my path, I'm going to plow you over. Plow you over, man. Right? Like Shakur told Tiafima, said, yo, you in my way. You are in my way, man. But let's get over here to this next topic, right? I got it over here. I got it set up. Y'all. All right. Content, y'all. Smash the like button. Likes are free. Likes are free, y'all. Don't be like that. The likes are free, right? And for podcasters, you don't need. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, and I always say this: when you want to be a podcaster or a streamer, and you gotta always be on other panels or have people on your panel. Truthfully, it makes you look weak. Leaders lead, man. You got to lead, right? If you can't fly your ship, drive your plane, fly your plane, row your boat, you look weak, man. And that's what happened with boxing. I watch it all the time. I watch guys sit online for hours and hours. And wildebeest flocks and herds. Wildebeest flocks and herds. D-Max said, D Young, you going to the fight? A lot of people going to the fight. I got tickets. Right now, I don't think I'm going. I don't want to go, because like I said, the energy at the fight week, and this is going to be one of those fight weeks, you're going to have a lot of fake influences out there. It is what it is, man. You're going to have the fake influences.
Hi, Mr. D.
I'm just not big on that energy. Like, I don't, like, this is one of those fights. This is one of those fights. You're gonna have the fake, and I've been around that for years. I don't like fake celebrities. I don't like fake influencers. That's just me. Like, I see through them niggas, man. I'll be like, man, you niggas is weirdos, man. This fight is gonna have all of that. It's gonna have all of that, man. Like, and I have come up in the game now where I've been around it. Manhattan, the fights in Manhattan, Madison Square Garden, D-Mac, world's most famous arena. Big card too, big card. But it's definitely gonna have that energy because if you notice, this is if you know you know. But like I said, a lot of you guys don't know because you guys are programmed sheep. Events like this attract the quote unquote influencers, right? They all come out, right? And they come out and they do what they try to say that the regular people do. When you do content or reaction on somebody, what do they say? Oh, you're clout chasing. This is what the quote unquote celebrity stars do. They're clout chasing. They're coming to this event to clout chase, right? They're coming to clout chase, right? And look, matter of fact, look, I'm gonna show you a prime example. Now they're not gonna say that they're clout chasing because what their status is, right? But this is clout chasing right here. Look, this is clout chasing. I want y'all to see this, right? I want y'all to see what I'm. This is clout chasing, but you won't call it clout chasing because who it is. Because who it is, but this is clout chasing. I don't give a fuck what nobody says, right? This is clout. This is a clout chasing. If a regular person does something like this, they are considered clout chasing. Look, watch this, right? This is one of the hottest guys in the game right now, Terrence Crawford, right? Look what Gilly and Wallow. This is clout chasing, but you're not gonna say it, right? Gilly and Wallow jumped Terrence Crawford at the Shakur press conference. Clout chasing. They're riding the wave. Look. I got him, cuz. Look. That's clout chasing to me, man. And, yeah, it is what it is. But you know, like I said, these guys are industry guys. Some people say they're even gatekeepers, but they're industry guys. So that's just looking like, oh, you know, they fuck with Terrence Crawford. They interviewed him. No, they're clout chasing, man. They're clout chasing. They're at the event for what? For a reason. Because if you pay attention, right? They used to cover Top Rank events too, but Top Rank kind of like they ain't really got nothing going on too big like that. The PBC, same type of deal, but the PBC jumped on the wave of who? It is what it is. Cameron and them is over there now, right? And we just witnessed Tank Davis, whatever he got going on. So look what they're doing. They're over here at the ring event, right? And a lot of, you know, truth be told, right? Let's get to this too, right? A lot of the YouTubers, right? Like I said, I'm plugged in. A lot of these YouTuber dudes, yeah, they trying to get with Dana White and the Z, but they're not fucking with y'all, man. Yo, a lot of you guys, man. See, you fairly realize how tapped in I am. A lot of you YouTube niggas is trying to sell your soul. Yo, y'all are going hard behind the scenes trying to get with the Z. But they know you guys don't have the numbers. They know you guys don't have the influence like that, man. But a lot of you YouTubers are trying to get with the Z. You're willing to sell and compromise your channel that has no motion. Yeah. I'm going to do a reaction on that real soon. I'm just chilling, man. You know, I'm just chilling. I'm just in my bag right now. Content for y'all, though. Content. D-Mac, what's going on, man? Let me see. Are we up over? Yes, there we go. Finally over 10 likes over here. About time, man. We should have been over the likes or the behind the views, man. Like I said, if I was in my Ice Road Trucker, I would have had anywhere from about 80 to 100 likes. I almost average like 100 likes in the truck when I'm in the truck. So that just lets me know that not only are people watching, they're supporting it. So the boxing shit, like I said, it's all smoke and mirrors. That's why I have been exposing it. Like, all you dudes that sit around and click up with the boxing, you're not supporting nothing. It's a facade. Cause I can get if right now, if I was putting my plow on my truck or I was sanding and salting the roads, I would have had 100 something people, and that live stream would have did about 10. It would have did about 10 to 14, 15,000 views. These boxing dudes be having 200 something people allegedly when they stream it, and yet they only do 4,000 views. So somebody's lying. Somebody's lying, like I've been telling you. Malik, salute, OG. I see you in here. I see you, Malik. Tomorrow's the day, man. Tomorrow's the day. He said you getting good views on your lives, which is good. Yeah, well, yo, Tom, they my boxing lives, they try to shadow ban me. That's why I had to expose them. Like, look, truth be told, I've been viral. Team Spencer, it don't make sense. That's viral. That's my shit. So anything that I put out, right? If the algorithm picks up something that I create, right? Because we're all creators. But yet when I go live, I don't get picked up. But that's why I show my stamps and my receipts now. Like, you know that was me, right? Yeah, I get on my menace to society. Like, you know you done fucked up, right? Yeah, you know you done fucked up, right? Nobody watches me, but they watched me right there. That was mine. I was the producer. Take that. Yeah, that was mine, right? But nobody watched me. But they do let me know that they watch me. When you have channels that copy me, they literally copy me, but won't acknowledge me. Like this week, right? I did it with Buddy McGirt, right? I said, yo, major announcement. I watched the dude sit on his platform and say, yo, I'm making a major announcement. Nigga didn't do nothing. You didn't do nothing. What was your announcement? You watched me say that I was going to do a major announcement. He said, everything you produce sucked. That's why. You think so? I don't. I don't. Look, I don't think it sucked. Watch. But I think you suck. Can one of my moderators get him up out of here? If you are a moderator and you're over here, he said, that's the thing I get upset about. People don't say anything in the comments, not even what's up. Yo, Tom, this is the YouTube boxing community. That's why I created the No Jealous Fan Zone, aka the community crows, content crows. Because that's what they're gonna do. Look, the YouTube boxing is basura. It's the jealous section where, you know, Fat Joe and them are going at the dirty section, which is actually a good section on YouTube. The boxing section is the jealous section, because the more you actually do in boxing and YouTube, the boxing YouTube section feels like if they don't acknowledge you, like your content, it stops you from doing the things that you actually do in real life. That's why the YouTube boxing community is just basura, man. It's basura. He said they won't hit the like button. They just hating and stealing your wordplay or stealing your info and creating it as their own. They can't, Tom. They can't steal. Because, see, my shit is stamped, certified, copywritten. That's why I just laugh at niggas now, man. I laugh at niggas, right? Look, I laugh. I literally laugh, man. All my shit is I'm an LLC. I've been an LLC since Jackal Fitness. But Shaw News Boxing is a legit LLC. That is why, like I said what I said, I'm like, why would I go to the fight? I'm not being paid. Are you paying my company? I don't work for free. I don't work for free. And I think too many content creators, not only do they work for free, they crash out for free. You're not even growing nothing. You're not even growing nothing. Like you sit, a lot of these guys, like I said, they sit around and they bring the value down. Like, I don't want nobody on my panel. And I say this respectfully. I tell my producers this. I tell all the people this. They be like, yo, you need to do more open panels. I'll be like, for what? Because you have somebody on your panel that been sitting on panels for 12 hours. So it's 24 hours in the day. If this nigga been on podcast to podcast for that long, it's obviously he got no motion. He got nothing going on in life. other than sitting on the internet talking gibberish topics that he's been saying from here to there to there to there. From here to there to there to there. Right, Malik? Right? Thank you, Malik. Malik said facts. That's why, and they get mad at me. Because I'll be like, yo, I don't do that. That's why I just fuck with my War Eagles. I like Malik. I like CW. I don't want a whole bunch of people on my shit, man. I want authentic brothers that I know is in motion. Like I seen Malik. Malik used to try to front on me. Malik used to show me him in motion. I should be like, yo, brother, I'm not your enemy. Like I tell Joe Dini, I know you out there getting to a player. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about these niggas that's sitting online for 5 hours in a room. Nigga, come out of your room. Go get some air. Nigga, walk the block. Go get a cigarette, right? Come out of the room, man. Yeah, I'm talking about them niggas, man. Them niggas is the brand killers, man. You niggas is in rooms, man. Like, come out the room, man. Get out the room, man. Damn, my phone's just blowing up, man. Blowing up, man. But yeah, if anybody else that does these type of things, you're considered clout chasing. Like right now, they're gonna say, "Oh, I just clout chased off of Gillian Wallow by saying that they clout chased it by what's the name? Unc pulled them receipts out on me." Yeah, man, you remember that, Malik? Yeah, you was at the Barclays Center. Malik was like, Malik tried to do me like one of these weirdo YouTubers. Like, yo, look, nigga, I'm here. Like, man, why you damn? See, that's why, but I have grown my brand now. But when you do this, you podcast, and you really ain't outside, and you offend people, man. That's outside getting to it, man. That's why a lot of people are offended by me because I front on them. I'll be like, yo, nigga, I'll be outside, man. Like this week, I could go to the weigh-in right now. It's open to the public, but I don't want to. I made my statement already. I had the Hall of Fame of my OG at the gym. He shut it down, man. And look, I could have invited a whole bunch of people to pull up, but I didn't, right? Amani got a session in with a Hall of Fame. Amani was like Frank Martin, right? I gave y'all the tutelage, man. That's what, if you have a world-class coach like a Buddy McGirt, that's how the session goes, man. See, you see how I got out the way? The OG was sitting in my seat over there. But I didn't say, yo, that's where I sit at. I got right on the other side. He watched Amani work, right? And he coached. He teach from the sideline. That's what teachers do, real boxing teaching. He told him about, dipping under, right? He was coaching. And I put those gems out there, man. I put those gems out there. He said, last event, Unc 1-2, he exposed you to. Yeah, Malik, chill, man. You gotta get me blackballed, man. Yeah, that's why I didn't pop out, Malik. That's why I didn't pop out, man. I gotta move like the equalizer, man. You know what I mean? Like if I pop out now, I just pop out. I don't say nothing. Cause if I say something, they try to sabotage shit. But like I said, I may be at the fights tomorrow, me and my daughter. Cause like I said, my family's on the card, man. My family's on the card, man. You seen him in the gym with us, right? But I really want to be there for Shoo, man. Cause Shoo's about to make history. He's gonna make history. But I don't, Shoo already got all the goons in there. Brownsville was in there thick yesterday, man. They was applying pressure to Teofimo Lopez. Yeah, I think the Brownsville goons and East New York, Crown Heights guys that was in there, they was more sturdy for Shakur Stevenson than the newer crowd. When Teofimo was talking all that dick sucking shit, right? That old homosexual weirdo shit, it was the Brooklyn niggas in there getting rowdy, ready to pop his head off. Right? They was ready to pop his head off. And he's supposed to be from Brooklyn. Right? But he's not even a Brooklyn guy, right? I got you, T. I got you. He's not even a Brooklyn guy, man. Right? But they was in there, because I think Ellie Setback took it down. Shannon Briggs was going to wire his jaw. Have you ever seen Shannon Briggs in person? That is a real silverback gorilla. big. He had, like, I'm telling you, between him, like the two biggest hands I ever seen in person, heavyweight hands. That's why I said Terrence Crawford got big hands. Shannon Briggs and Lennox Lewis. Yo, when I tell you these dudes' hands are like, yo, just massive fists. Shannon Briggs and Lennox Lewis, man. Yo, he would have crushed Tiafimo's skull. He would have crushed his skull, man. Right? He would have crushed his skull, man. And they were scared of Shannon Briggs. Shannon was talking that shit, man. He's a big dude. I think Eric Kelly tried to tell him to chill. Eric Industry Kelly. That's Eric Industry Kelly. That's what I call Eric Kelly. E. Kelly. He's industry, man. It is what it is, man. E. Kelly. He's telling Shannon Briggs, yo, chill, chill. Shannon was like, nah, fuck that, man. Yo, fuck that, right? Shannon Briggs is a big, massive man. Big, massive man. Heavyweight, too. Legit heavyweight champion, too. One of Brownsville's finest as well. Eric Kelly is crazy. Eric Kelly's the internet. Yeah, Eric Kelly been viral on the internet for years. I think he took an internet deal, you know? Because with all of E. Kelly's knowledge, see, I don't front on E. Kelly when it comes to what he accomplished as an amateur in fighting. He should have had a world champion fighter. He should have. Because E. Kelly, you know, if you know his story, he got busted in the face with a pool stick and it fucked his professional career up. But he was that guy in the amateurs, right? He probably would have been a world champion. They would have moved him. He would have definitely got his opportunity, right? Because he was one of those guys in the amateurs. But I would have thought he would have had a world title fighter, world champion fighter with all his knowledge, right? In the sport of boxing, that he would have developed a fighter. He's in the Bronx. He had the gym. He had the facility, but he never did. That's just my opinion. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is, right? Motherfuckers don't like me. I don't give a fuck. Because I talk my shit. Jihad Tucker, dude, you know, I do it. I did it. So when it comes to that, niggas can't front on me, right? And I know a lot of you niggas been trying to front on me behind the scenes forever, but I front on you niggas. I develop fighters. Stats. Huh? Jihad Tucker got signed at 17 years old. Big leagues. Big leagues. LeBron James of the game. I told niggas about Earl Spence. And then niggas try to say Earl Spence kicked me out the whip. He never kicked me out the whip. Look what I did. On my Dame Dash Jay-Z. If, you did that, then do it again. I did it again. I'm doing it again, right again. That's what I do. But hey, what do I know, right? What do I know, man? But let me get over here to this final topic. Like I said, 3 p.m. I will be back on. I want to break down the weigh-in, right? I want to break down the weigh-in. But Teofimo Lopez Sr., is he crashing out? Is the pressure getting to him? Right? This is the official weigh-in right here. I think the pressure is getting to Junior. Junior is senior. That's what they call him. Because alleged, we're going to say alleged over here. Alleged he was trashed. He was getting down and dirty. He was high. He was drunk. Right? Now, if you know, that's what Junior does, man. Junior, he said, would have been a good live for the way. I'm gonna go live at later at 3 p.m. I'm gonna do the live look, and that's the Cuzzo Jones. That's the ceremonial joint. They already weighed in this morning. Them guys been eating. They've been doing their thing. I'm gonna go live at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. is the ceremonial one. I'm gonna do another one because I'm just kicking it today. I gotta call some people back, and then I'm gonna do that, you know, and just kick it. I'm relaxing, man. I'm gonna go to the gym tonight and work out. Did you see me hitting that motherfucking? I was hitting that. I told you I'm getting my reps in, no warm ups. That was, I think, 3 days in a row now. I went to the gym and just jumped under 2 plates like that. Huh, huh. Yeah, look, I had to edit the footage because what's name had to get up off of me. I tried to do too many reps, and that last one I couldn't get up. Because, I had the varsity jacket on and the zip-up hoodie. I think I had on too much shit. He said, are you a, try to ponder my God, if you are in Dallas area, hit my line. I have some work for you. No, I'm not in Texas, man. I haven't been to Texas in years, man. But shout out to the D. Good food down there. I'm not in Texas, good brother. The last time I was in Texas, it was H-Town. Houston. I was down there in Houston, Texas. I ain't been to Dallas in a while, man. The DFW. Dallas is wicked, man. Yeah, Dallas is wicked. There's a lot of goofiness in Dallas, man. You got to be, them Dallas boys is a lot goofy down there, man. It is what it is, man. Rest in peace to Mo 3. I heard Yellow Beezy got robbed down there, man. It could be his karma, man. Could be his karma. You know what they took? Look, they took that man down chain. That's what I heard. I don't know how true that is. That's what I heard. Man. Ratchet TV. If you down there in Dallas, Dallas, one thing about Dallas area, the DFW, blogging is big down there. If you a blogger, you probably got a lot of motion. It's very big. Very, very big, man. But yeah, let me get to this topic right here. Hopefully Teofimo Lopez Sr. is on point, man. This is a big fight, man. You're going to need to be on your A game in that corner. Now, I think the pressure's getting to you because Jay Prince probably has a lot of goons out there. The hotel is probably flooded with goons and, real tough-looking individuals. And you guys are probably nervous. That's why, if you notice the press conference, they kept saying, yo, I'm not pussy. You obviously aren't pussy. You're a boxer. You can't be pussy to fight. Right? Nobody's questioning if you're pussy or not. But you might not have muscle out there with you. I know Jay Prince rolls with a lot of muscle, right? And that could be why they are feeling the effects, right? You guys understand that? That's too deep for y'all, what I'm kicking right now. Is this too deep? Are y'all catching this sauce? Like Shu got muscle with him, right? How I was just breaking down how Shu had the muscle in there. Brownsville, never ran, never will. They was in there. Big Baby, right? Jarrell Miller. I know a lot of y'all don't like him, but he has muscle in there. He has guys in there, gorillas, right? He has niggas like, yo, Malik, are you still in here, Malik? They with the shit, right? Oh, he's with the shit, right? They got guys in there like that. They with the shit, man. If it pops off, they with the shit, right? Hopefully y'all catching the sauce, man. He said a lot of people hating on Shu. What's your opinion of Shu? Look, yo, Thomas, I dropped my stamps on that, man. I told y'all this was coming. Shu was successful Saturday night. He's on his way to being a superstar, right? Top Rank has 2 potential superstar African-American fighters. Abdullah Mason, and if Shu Carrington wins Saturday night, he will be right there with him. Keyshawn Davis had the lane. He still may potentially get back there, but it will be Abdullah Mason, and if Shu Carrington wins, just watch. I spoke to some people. You know what I'm going to say? My sources say allege. And it has all the writing already on the wall, right? We just watched Shu on who? With Roy Jones and Andre Ward, great piece, right? He will be, I think, the 11th or the 12th champion from the Brownsville section. Little community, if you know. One of the deadliest communities, man. Pink houses and Brownsville, Brooklyn is dangerous, man. If you're not from Brownsville, don't have family out there, not known out there, I would not go out there. It's dangerous. It's very dangerous. But it's a great community. If you know people out there, it gets a bad rap. Like me and Big Bruce was talking about, it gets a bad rap, man, because of how it is. But the people out there are good people. It's just, it is what it is. Sometimes you are a product of your environment. But Shu, on the other hand, is breaking that, man. And he's bringing it up. He said, I think Shu's the good. The only critics I have about him is that he tends to want to fight more than box. That's the Brownsville in him. Never ran, never will. He's a Brownsville guy. When it gets thick, he's going to tighten up those boots and get busy. They're going to hate on Shu regardless. And I look at it like this. If they're not hating on you, you're not winning. They was mad because if you think about it, right, Top Rank, and I like Top Rank, what they've been doing with Shu, because they marketed him, man. Shu York City. Shu York City. They've been doing this, putting him together, right? Shu York City. And Shu delivers the goods, right? A lot of people say, oh, he wasn't fighting nobody. Well, he did what he was supposed to be doing if he wasn't fighting nobody. He was giving the highlight reel knockouts. That's what you're supposed to do. Just like Abdullah. Remember they said the same thing about Abdullah. Oh, they're not fighting nobody. Well, they're doing what they're supposed to do. If you're not fighting nobody, you don't carry them. You knock them the fuck out. And you let the machine do what it does. Right? Push the product. But like I said, hopefully Shu is successful Saturday night. And it is up, man. He's on his way to being a star, man. He's on his way to being a star. And to see the thing with Top Rank, that's what they do. They don't get frustrated. Remember, they lost Shakur Stevenson. Look, they got Abdullah Mason. They had Keyshawn Davis. They still got Keyshawn. Keyshawn kind of bumped his head a little bit. But look, all they do is reload. Okay, I'm reloaded. They reload. They reload, man. Shout out to my War Eagles, though, man. Where are the War Eagles at, man? Look, this was a boxing live stream I gave y'all. Well, it started off as a domestic because it tied in with Tank Davis, but it was a boxing live stream. I fairly talk boxing. When I come back on at 3 p.m., I'm going to do the live looking at the weigh-in, and that live stream will be towards trending topics. It won't be towards this boxing, right? Because like I said, boxing is cool, but to me, boxing is the Crow community, right? It's the Crow community. But when I come back on this evening, I'm going to do the live looking at the weigh-in, right? I'm going to do the live looking at the weigh-in, right? Look, shout out to the team. Great artwork right here. Look, this is the artwork, y'all. I told y'all I added the substance. It's cool when they do it, right? Man, Junior's crashing out. Fight we got to him. Look at the artwork. The city of big dreams, man. George Cambosa made him crash out like this. Look at the artwork, y'all. It's cool when these guys do it. This is what these guys do. Now, this right here. Shout out to my uncle for reposting it. See? The OG was in the gym this week, man. There he is with Joe Deeney. You know, Joe used to spar him. Joe used to spar with Buddy. Right? Before Joe tore his rotator cuff. Because you know Joe tore his rotator cuff. But Joe used to spar with Buddy, man. Joe could have been a world champion too. This right here is classic. Great work. See? This is real substance, y'all. See, that's real substance. You can't, this is not an illusion. Right? You just put it all together. That's all you do. You put it together. Right? But that is the content. Why are you so drunk so early in the morning? I'm not drunk. Do a 360, King. For what? I'll get rid of you. Right? But hit the like button over there. See how I just get rid of people now? They come in here trolling. I don't even give them the energy they looking for anymore. All right? I don't give them the energy they looking for. But I want to close out with this funny one. This is hilarious. Cuz had me laughing, right? We talked about this. He said he couldn't wait to come to New York to get this sandwich. He got it. Look.
High food prices challenge focused fighters, reminiscing about cheaper times while staying determined.
I got one that night.
Okay.
I got one that night.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Tom.
Yeah.
Sausage,
Yes.
ham, egg, and cheese.
Oh man.
On a bagel, a large coffee, and I bought a beet juice.
I beat you. Yo, cuz it's hilarious. Yo, off the camera, I was killing them. You're off the camera. I was like, yo, man, right? Off the camera. I didn't say it on camera, but I pay homage to my OG. I said, yo, man, you ate all that pork. You heard what he said? He said he had sausages, egg, bacon, ham. And then I said, then you gonna go healthy with the beet juice? Come on, man. Come on, bro.
But I think you
Look.
know, man.
I remember back in the day, you get an egg sandwich with coffee and it's 99 cents. $1.07 with tax.
Them days is over.
Yeah, they gone.
Appreciate all y'all rocking out with the channel, man. Sauce Experience.